Remember how this thing works? I forgot how terrifying that thing is.
A few episodes back, we made Jimmy a super light bike out of parts from AliExpress. It came out just over 6 kilograms, which is not light enough. So in today's episode, we're gonna make it lighter. Super safe.
Yeah, what did it weigh last time? I think it was like
6.08 kilograms.
6.08. Does a bike change weight over time? We've lost 0.01 of a kilo, which is what? 10 grams? Yeah, 10 gram? 100 gram. 10 gram.
Let's start with the stuff that people could do at home without risk of breaking their bike, which is...
What else are we doing? We're going to do things that are going to risk breaking the bike, and then you're going to make me ride
your
it.
lovely bike.
Again, you're going to make it less safe, and then make me ride it.
Method number one, nice and easy. Anyone can do this at home. We are going to replace the tyres with much lighter ones because the weight of tyres can vary drastically. These are Hutchinson Fusion 5 grid skins. They're tubeless and they're quite wide, so they're 28mm. We're going to put these tyres that we had lying around in the garage, which are open tubulars by Vittoria, so a little bit narrower, but I hazard a bet, a little bit lighter. To make this a fair test, Jimmy, we're using the same rubber band on both tyres. 256 grams for the Vittoria, 293 grams for the Hutchinson. There is a little bit of a weight saving there, but that's not the main reason that I wanted to change tyres. The main reason I wanted to change tyres is because these being narrower means you can use a Tubolito S-tube, which is actually designed to be a spare super light inner tube that packs down really small. You can fit like 3 of these in your saddle bag. Officially, they're not rated for rim brakes, just don't tell Jimmy. 80% lighter than what? Than standard butyl inner tubes. It says on the box 24 grams, 23 grams.
How much does a normal tube weigh?
Normal tube, for reference.
Whoa!
I told you inner tubes are heavy.
That's legit 80%. So I guess the 20 grams is added on to the weight of... Well, actually no, because then there's sealant in that, isn't there? So this is actually going to be a big saving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Light tyres, very light tubes.
Those super light inner tubes, I'm not saying it has to be a Tubolito. You can get cheaper ones. A Schwalbe do one, and there's an AliExpress version.
What?
That is lighter than going tubeless.
How are they in terms of like puncturing?
I have found you have to be really careful mounting them.
Yeah.
And you cannot use them in a tyre which is too wide.
Stretches too much, or
they puncture straight away. A butyl inner tube, what I would always recommend if you're going bikepacking or something like that, these expand to like you put that in a mountain bike wheel and you'll probably be okay. These, no way.
Can you fix them? Are they fixable?
Yeah,
like
there's
patches
a patch
and
kit.
stuff.
Yeah.
Sick. What are you doing?
Blown it up.
Do that to 60 psi.
Yeah.
We're gonna have another tyre putting on competition, aren't we?
Okay.
You won last time. I'm gonna win
3,
this time. Wait,
2,
whoa.
1.
Done. Done?
Really?
Yeah.
You can finish off mine as well then. He's been training.
So the cassette that was actually on there, which we didn't realise at first, was your SRAM one.
Oh, I thought that was the cheap one.
No, so it's actually your SRAM one on, but I've just discovered something very interesting, which I was not expecting. SRAM cassette, 273 grams.
ZTTO cassette, also one piece, same ratios.
What's this?
232 grams.
That seems like a decent saving. 40 grams difference.
This is made of aluminium and will wear out really fast.
What level of cassette is this then? No, it's a full cassette.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but that's probably, how much do they cost? Loads. How much did this cost? 20p or something?
Yeah, but that cassette will work.
The SRAM one was on there because you had it set up for your bike. So we're putting the Chinese one back on, and it's actually going to save 40 grams. 50 grams lighter. We're under 6 kilos. 0.1 fluid ounces. 3 millilitres.
This cover that came from the seat post is not going back on the bike, even though it doesn't weigh very much. Every little helps. This is marginal gains.
Marginal losses, therefore marginal gains. Next project is the first bit of cutting. We're going to reduce the length of the seat post. Minimum insertion length is this, so we need to measure that, apply it to this, and then we can cut off whatever's left at the bottom. Minimum insertion is 12 centimetres.
Next up, we're going to cut some more stuff off. We're not going to adjust Jimmy's bike fit though, so we're going to leave the steerer with 5mm of stack, just because we want the bike to fit him and for him to actually be able to ride it outside. We're going to go for the drops. You still want to be able to use the drop handlebars? We want this bike to be usable, but light.
Well, I never use them, but I think it'll look weird without them, so I think we should still keep them.
You never use your drops?
Not really. I think we should reduce them, not remove them. That was definitely a bad idea, for more than one reason. We decided to come outside so we've got some airflow. So the carbon dust can dissipate away from us and not sit in the room, the tiny closed room that we're in which has no ventilation.
If there's no episode next week, you know why.
You're like 90% of the way through and that's still solid. Why is that not snapped? You can still use it. This is definitely going to be the biggest drop from a single thing, I think. Grip tape, the plugs.
Grip tape's not a skateboard.
Oh, for f***'s sake. Bar tape, plugs, and then the drops. Because, you know, who needs drops?
For some reason we don't have a file in this workshop, but when we do eventually get one, which will be from my house, we'll file that, probably put a bung in the end so it's not all spiky and doesn't spike your hands. If you were to do this at home, you definitely want to put some sort of thing in the end.
Well, why would someone do this at home?
Well, they might be racing the Struggle hill climb.
I don't care, do it with
which is happening this weekend.
This is the stupidest, most silly thing
I think it was cool.
you've ever... That does not look cool, it looks terrible.
Which thing has reduced the weight of this bike the most?
I don't care. The Senate weighs 684 grams. The rotor that you've got from your old build with a Q ring on it, slightly smaller chain ring, 594, so 90 grams lighter. But if we change the cranks, we have to push out those press fit cups and replace it with this BB, which is almost certainly going to be heavier than that BB. So is it worth doing?
We found something extra good, which is a plastic Shimano BB, which is 20 grams lighter. A lot lighter than the ceramic one. Unfortunately, it's not ceramic, so no ceramic BB for you, Jimmy.
I think it's going really well.
The bike's lighter.
Is it actually going to make any difference to like the bike though?
Yeah, it's lighter. Thanks for the a million comments telling us to straighten the mech hanger last build video. Of course we straightened the mech hanger straight away. The problem was the chain line on this bike. Switching out the crankset to the rotor one has fixed all the issues. It's definitely working much smoother now. All you need to fix your problems is a really expensive rotor crank.
Just a normal priced one that is compatible is also an option. But it's not light. Is it on?
It's a one-by bike, Jimmy. So you don't need the front mech braze on thing. It's riveted on, so I think this is the only way we're going to get it off. All of that effort for 7 grams.
It's actually not bad.
I feel like we've severely reduced the resaleability of this frame. Final push, little things.
This can't make the braking any worse.
What are you... No, you can't do that.
Why not?
You can't do that. I'm drawing the line.
Why?
Because that won't even work.
How does that make it better? That's 12 grams! It's completely unnecessary.
Jimmy, the sun is golden hour. The sun is setting soon. This is the final weigh-in. There's no more after this. For the viewers at home, we've been here a long time.
Is this the final weigh-in?
Yeah, this is the final weigh-in. Well, until we do round 2.
Isn't that heavier than the last time we weighed it? We could take a lot of the outer off. So you could be really, really strict on how much outer there is. This bit of outer here on its own weighs about 12 grams. And the other thing you could do, skewers. I know you can get titanium ones that weigh about 40 grams for both front and rear.
430 gram weight saving. Was it worth the work, Jimmy?
No.